Good morning. Jody Fitzgerald here, joining you for the Friday's episode of A Dog's View. I really am so excited that you're here watching me and joining me to hear what I have to say and to try and help to encourage you to understand dogs and people to understand dogs so that dogs can stay in homes and create these bonds that they are trying so very hard to build with us and to live in harmony in our homes. I am a licensed family dog mediator and I'm a certified dog obedience trainer instructor. I also have many 24 years experience as a nurse, and this really has given me, by this point in my life, a very great understanding and view of dogs and animals and humans and what we expect of each other in our homes. And this is why I've been able to really enjoy helping dogs and people really live better lives together. The FITS model is a great way for me to help you understand dogs way better and live better with them in harmony, which is something that that's such what everybody wants. There's so many behavior problems. We know this. There's the number of behavior problems has just risen incredibly with dogs, and the FITS model can help you have a better understanding of what they really need from you and how you can create this amazing life together. So, first of all, the FITS for FITZ, the FITS model fits your dog. The F stands for focusing on body language, and body language is such the beginning of really understanding and hearing what they're saying and what they're trying to tell you. And that also goes along with the individual needs of the dog, the F and the I of fits, because the individual needs really matter and make a big difference. I have a couple stories that I wanted to share today that actually go along with this. There's also trust through communication and the zone of comfort. So, really actually trusting the communication. You learn, focus on body language, and you learn how to communicate. And the zone of comfort is also your whole being able to feel safe. And every being has all of these needs. I love it, and we can help dogs when we focus on these the focus on the body language and learn about their individual needs. They're always, every animal and every species, they're always, as they're evolving over the years. Sorry, get dry as I'm talking here on this, trying to share such important stuff with you. They focus on body language. The individual needs matter because we are, every species is always learning through the environment all the time. The genetic needs are always to need to be considered for every species and every dog. Of course, I would like to talk about dogs, but this stuff works with is really important to consider with every being and species, and also the individual needs of humans too. We all have these things. We're always affected by our past, present, and future learning, environment, the genetics that we bring with us along the way, and the self, the age that we're at, if we've had any trauma, how we're feeling, our safety, security in it all, in the world, and our confidence. It's all combined, and we trust through communication, which we can learn when we start focusing on the body language and the zone of comfort. I would like you to imagine for a few minutes just suddenly being, I'd like if you were abducted by aliens and you were suddenly on a different planet. Everything is different, everything communicates differently. There's these beings that talk differently, that look different, that move different, that act different, that even rest and sit different and make you feel very different. You would be with all, imagine being there, and how would you communicate? You would have to focus on body language. And as a species, we also have, like we said, our individual needs. So, alongside with the thinking about being an alien and being somewhere different, and then comparing that to what dogs go through when they are put into our homes. I mean, they can live with the family for the first 10 weeks of their life, 8 weeks, 16, 12 weeks of their life, and have this setting beautiful where they've been raised, either in a home or whether wherever it is, in a barn, if it's the, a breed, if that works with their genetics, for some dogs. Um, but then suddenly when they're put somewhere different, even a different home is an entirely different experience for them. And we can only try and help them feel secure and really understand what they're feeling and what's going on. And that a big part of that is done when you focus on their body language. So, and the other, so the communication really, really helps when you learn body language like that. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, the other story I wanted to mention was about a fish that we helped this week. And if you've ever had, if you ever had fish, have you ever had fish? I haven't had fish for, I'm thinking it's been like 35, maybe 40 years since I've had a fish. And I did have lots of fish, and we ended up with a fish this week. Really kind of a special experience and had me thinking, has me still thinking lots about what's going on here. But so we were worried about getting the right environment to put the fish in for what the fish was going to need, what type of water. Um, it's a single fish at the time, so we were worried that, my husband and I both learned that it's a school fish, so it likes to have other fish. And we learned about the food. We were both looking, I was definitely thinking about the environment, and I learned that it had predatory and territorial behaviors. So it was very interesting to learn that about this little fish. And so then we did all this work. We got fish tank. My husband went and got a fish tank, and we both have been very concerned about this fish. Suddenly, we have this huge responsibility to make sure this fish is okay. And we got the water and made it right and let it sit. I was really, really worried about hurting the fish with killing it with the wrong kind of water. I just know, I think about, their environment, and I want them to survive. So um the fish was in a bag for a long time. No, it was in a container, and then I put it in the bag. It was for many hours in the container because we wanted the water to sit to get to the right temperature. We don't have a thermometer. We have to get a fish tank thermometer now. And wanted to make sure the water was okay for the fish, the right temperature, like I said. And so I put the fish in the bag this morning, and I put it in the water, and I watched that fish in the bag and look at the rest of the tank. And it was a very interesting experience, watching it, because the fish wanted to go. At first, it was just kind of still for a little bit on the bottom of the bag because I'm trying. The temperature has to get to the same. The temperature is supposed to get the same to help the fish adapt to the big tank of water. I don't know. I haven't done it in so many years, but I just know some about it, and I remember doing that. And so the fish was doing okay, and so I was watching it, and it sunk to the corner, and then all of a sudden, it started pushing on the sides of the bag, and it was like it was trying to go down to the bottom of the tank, is what it looked like to me. It was trying to go down. It was looking at the rocks and stuff that my husband had put in the tank. So it made me think very much about how hard it is for dogs, like even when they're in a fence, right? And the fish, we took it out of the bag a little bit long later, and it worked out wonderful, and the fish is very happy. And now, because it's school fish, we're going to probably have to get more fish. If you want to hear more about my fish stories, and I'll put some more on here on YouTube in a bit, because I think we're going to be getting more fish, just comment in my video here. I'd love you to subscribe to my channel, comment in my video here. Fish, yay, fish. I love fish. I love all animals. And getting this fish showed us how much my husband and I both cared about this animal, this little fish. And we were actually bickering a bit over it. It's quite interesting. It made me think how important it was to both of us and how important it was to me that I create what this fish needs for its environment to live and to be successful and to thrive, and how I can make his life even better. And thinking about his enrichment, adding we're going to probably have to get some foliage of some sort. I don't think that I can have real plants with this type of fish, apparently. So we're going to be doing some more to the tank. But it really helps you when you think about the learning, the environment, the genetics, and the self of that fish. It's really cute and really interesting to watch. So, yes, that's just, that was my fish story that I wanted to share today. And thinking about how every dog is doing their best, that then when they're fenced in sometimes, or when they're tied back by a leash, that sometimes they're just really wanting to and needing to interact with that environment out there, not with that restraint of the fence and not with the restraint of the leash. Um, of course, we can't just let our dogs run everything everywhere they want to go, but there is ways to help them deal with it when they can't. And of course, you want need to keep them safe. So there's ways to keep them safe too. I am just really happy that you're here watching, and I hope that I've opened your eyes to some of the thinking about dogs and thinking about what they need from us in their lives to make them be successful every day with us. And I really appreciate you watching. I'd love you to subscribe. I'm going to put in the comments my calendars so that you can book a call if you would like to, because I specialize in helping you understand your dog. I understand help. I specialize in helping dogs be understood, help you to focus on their body language, think about their individual needs, trust. Place trust through communication. You can communicate, you can learn how to communicate and create a relationship, not just obedience. We're talking about communication and relationships and trust and comfort and the zone of comfort and respect, thinking about their emotions and their social preferences and their needs, every age from puppies to older dogs, and how to fit into your homes and our lives. I really thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and please comment on my video if you would like to have any questions or tell me about your dog, tell me about your fish. It's been a great day episode with you, and thanks for watching.